Hey guys, what is going on? Joel here, and welcome to Back in the Day. Today we are going to be unboxing probably one of the more iconic games on the Nintendo, which would be the original Ninja Gaiden. I, as a kid, always used to call it Ninja Gaiden. Wasn't until I saw The Wizard that I had seen anybody pronounce it Ninja Gaiden. And even after that, I still called it Ninja Gaiden. It hasn't been until maybe the last 15 years or so that I started calling it Ninja Gaiden. I'm not really sure why the change, but for whatever the reason, I started calling it by its proper name. However, I do refuse to call him Ryu Hayabusa. I call him Ryu Hayabusa. I know that it's incorrect, but that was always the name that I had associated him with. I had never heard it pronounced Ryu until literally the past few years. So, but I mean that's splitting hairs. But yeah, this was a game that I had some decent memories with. My memories really, in terms of the Ninja Gaiden series, always revolved around 2. That was the first one that I ever played, and I played the shit out of Ninja Gaiden 2. Actually, if you had seen my top 5 Nintendo games, I believe Ninja Gaiden ranked it at about 3, or I'm sorry, Ninja Gaiden 2 ranked in at about, I think, number 3. But I mean, just a game that I really loved playing. So I actually didn't play this one until afterwards. And I mean, this is one of those games that falls into the Nintendo hard category, because I mean, this game is just brutal. I did actually beat this. I have it. Obviously, I mean, it came downloaded on the NES Classic. I downloaded another copy so that I could use the cheat codes. I know, lame, but still, I mean, come on, I wanted to beat the game. So, I did actually beat it with the cheat codes. And it's still, like, this is one of those games, no matter how hard it is, the replay value on it is still so high. No matter how many times that I have now beaten it, or, you know, had my ass handed to me without the cheat codes, I still love going back and playing it. But I mean, that being said, Ninja Gaiden 2 will always be my favorite in the series. So, yeah, Ninja Gaiden 2 I played in the summer of 1990. My buddy Mark Rothfuss got it, and he was like so proud of it. He had this like kind of special case that he had the cartridge and the instruction manual in. So I remember renting this from it was like this little corner grocery store in Waterloo, New York, where we used to live. D&M Groceries was the name of it. And I remember it was a Friday night, and I asked my mom, I said, hey, can I go to D&M's and rent a video game? And she says, oh yeah, that's cool, you know, and she gave me like, because at the time it was like $2 to rent a game. So I wanted to play the original Ninja Gaiden, and that was what I did. I rented it, and it still has remained one of my favorite games ever since. But this one I don't believe is fully complete. I do know, I think it's just the instruction manual and the game, so I mean I don't have any inserts or anything like that. As far as I can remember, I don't remember where I got this copy. I don't remember if this was an eBay copy or if this was one that I actually found out in the wild. I know Ninja Gaiden 2 I did. But let's go ahead and unbox this. One of my fondest memories just revolves around this game in particular was Game Player Strategy Guides. It was kind of like a knockoff of Nintendo Power, and I actually do have a couple of Game Players magazines, but they had VHS tapes that had playthroughs, and my buddy Mike and I he had quite a few of them, and there was like one that had Ninja Gaiden, it had Mega Man 2, it had Amagon, and a bunch of other ones. But I remember we would always watch the playthrough of Ninja Gaiden just over and over and over again. And boy, man, that was a great time back in the days of the VHS tapes, and that was the closest thing to a Let's Play that we had as kids. But I mean, we would just sit for hours eating pizza, and yeah, this is actually some pretty decent shape. Eating pizza and watching Game Players tapes. So yeah, it's just the game is actually in pretty nice shape. I did download the arcade version of this, which is it's interesting. I would honestly have to say that I do prefer the Nintendo version much better than the arcade version. The arcade version is just as hard, but there's just something about the mechanics of this game or this port that I think it makes it so special. And then the instruction manual, which is this is actually in mint condition. I actually did get the instruction manual from Obsession Guitars. I think I've spoken in great lengths about the guy that runs Obsession Guitars, and he's just got a shit ton of stuff. And I remember I got this and the Ninja Gaiden 2 instruction manual. I forgot what I traded off for it, but he had a stack of instruction manuals, and I needed this one and the Ninja Gaiden 2. So, obviously one of the first games to include, like cutscenes, and it had like a really cool story. The music in this, and even the play control in this was just fantastic. I mean, this is still hands down. It's just one of the best playing games. Hard as hell, but just fantastic. The ultimate art of the ninja. You had like your spiritual strength, time freeze, bonuses. You always got so glad when you came across one of these because you always needed them. One-ups was another thing. Invincible fire wheel. I think I may have... Throwing star, the windmill throwing star, art of the fire wheel, and the jump and slash. But this was the only game that the jump and slash technique was included in. I don't know why they took it out. It was helpful. There's a different cast of characters. Ryu Hayabusa, Ken Hayabusa, Irene Liu. Walter Smith, Foster, and Jacchio. And the different final bosses: the Barbarian, Bomberhead, Bassaquer, Kelberos, Bloody Moth, your 90-day limited warranty on the game pack. Alright, so yeah, not an overly complex unboxing, but an unboxing nonetheless, just to get through another couple of weeks. So hope you guys enjoyed it, and until the next video, you guys take it easy.